an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind? Face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Rush right to space. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Straight ahead, it's Carey. Breaks into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking down the field. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield is Adams. This time he's got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Hawks are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Look out! Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. They'll need a bunch on second down. Time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Hawks have taken it inside the 20. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks. He got it right inside the pylon.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Handoff to the single running back. They put the brakes on it. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fox. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hard running there. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Turning it on. The 40. He'll work his way down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Maybe some room here. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. The ride. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Working the ground game. Bring him down.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawks. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the 1st quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down to this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll run the counter. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Harvin. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but now before a big 10-yard pickup.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Fox. Here comes the heat. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing...
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Holds it, looking for a crease. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Getting to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here we go, ready. Black 14, ready to go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Keeps it himself. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
2nd and long here. Throwing Fox. Caught over the business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
28, 29 bounce. 28, 29, go, go.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Pulls it, fired complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Carroll. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Carroll.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Adams. Oh, pressure's coming. Took care of it himself. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense is kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 2nd and long here. Rides to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Hawks want to move quickly. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll run it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout called, Cincinnati using its 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. To the air, it's Adams. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Hawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop. So keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Fox fires to the wideout. Holds on each way. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right in midfield. Now Cincinnati spins its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fires left side, and Smith. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Bearcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 9 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Mustangs sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And it moves their mark to 8-1 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. And now back to your game inside Nippert Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Hawks with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Carey.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Hawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Dropping back, it's Adams. Touchdown, Hawks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Wade. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Fox. On target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Fox from the gun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Shipp. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. The give to the single back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Right side, it's Harvin. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Fox. Between the hashes, it's Wade. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fox on the play action. They're all over him. And down he goes shows the defense bringing the heat.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Lanier. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Handoff from the gun. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Adams. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hawks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Taken down right away. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. And the Bearcats racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, strengthening, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, trying to get after the quarterback here.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this 2nd half.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out wide right, it's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They go play action with Fox. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Bearcats!
so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Gives it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Now on the move. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Third and long right here. Back to pass, it's Adams. Fires to the middle. And the missed connection on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! And what a turn of events as this defense gets their pick 6.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like, you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day, but sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's they called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
See, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Breaks into the open. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. No huddle here for the offense. Throwing Fox. Look out. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Hawks on the field to open this possession. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Under pressure. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Has to have it on 4th down. And he will not get it. About this defense stopping that run short.
Yeah, I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Here comes the heat. And they got it.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That's now the 7th sack of the game.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Looking downfield, it's Adams. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. from the red zone. It's carry. Touchdown, Hawks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fox. Bought a little time, lets it go. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's exactly what this defense was looking to do, man. Heat him up, speed him up, get him off of his spot. They flush him outside of the pocket, do a nice job putting pressure, not letting him feel comfortable, get him outside the pocket and forcing the engagement.
Going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So now comes the field goal unit. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game. And he got it! And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. A short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
28, 29 belts. 28, 29 belts. Go, go.
Going to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Fox. Over the middle at Smith. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Back to throw, it's Fox. Out wide left, it's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. 3rd and goal as they try to punch it in from the doorstep here in overtime. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they're on top here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Lanier. It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Left side, it's Lanier. He's running out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Sets his feet. It's Adams. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hawks. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Making the adjustment. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. If he has